Okay, the third function we're going to look at in this presentation is a hyperbola. Whenever you see something, when the x goes in the denominator like this, a number over x, you know that it's a hyperbola. And there's two branches to a hyperbola. And this is the form a over x minus or plus something, and then plus something here. Well, there's nothing here, but that q is very important. You could write plus 0, and it actually might help you do it. But anyways, here we go. The first thing is the shape. Well, this is a hyperbola, if you figured it out, because x is in the denominator here, like y equals 3 over x minus 3. But what is the shape? Well, if that's positive, there's two branches, and the branches go in the first quadrant up here and the third one down here, and that's the shape. So if your answer doesn't look like that, you've done something wrong. Now, the y-intercept is as easy as ever. All you do is let x equal 0. Let x equal 0, you get 3 divided by negative 3. Now, there's nothing added on here, but I put a 0 there because it's going to help us think about the next thing. But y equals minus 1. There's two things here. X equals 3 because it's called an asymptote, because you can't have 3 right there. 3 minus 3, it makes 0. You're not allowed to divide by 0. That's this vertical asymptote. Now, if that can't be, if this can't be, isn't possible, then this 0 here, it can't be equal to 0. If this can't be 0, then this, y can't equal this number 0 here. So y can't equal 0, and y equals 0. That means y equals 0, which is the horizontal asymptote. That means that the x-axis is the horizontal asymptote, y equals 0. So it's always y equals q, and x equals the opposite of this number here. Those are your asymptotes. The x1 is vertical, and the y1 is horizontal. You just have to learn that. Okay, it's got no x-intercept because it can't touch that x, because y equals 0 is the place it can't go. Now, that's enough information to graph everything. I have a computer to do it. There's x equals 3 and y equals 0 right there, the x-axis. Those are your asymptotes. And y equals minus 1 is one intercept. And look, this line up here, it can't touch anywhere. So just draw a branch up here. See the branch up here and a branch down in this quadrant crossing through minus 1. And then just label it F. I forgot to label it F. You should put a little F there, and that's it. So there's your first hyperbola done.